forget to discover that most of the highly prized properties in Portugal are owned within corporate structures. Corporate ownership of Portugal property purchase agreement. The house and property is an asset of a particular company, and the buyer obtains and purchases the shares of that said company. The moment that the property is sold, the shares are sold by means of a shared purchase agreement, and so the company remains to be the owner of the home and property, and the new buyer then becomes the owner of the company's shares. This purchase of the company takes place in the jurisdiction of the company's domicile. As with private ownership property purchases, both buyer and vendor will be required to have a Portuguese lawyer. As usual, the buyer's lawyers will need to carry out all the usual searches on the property in Portugal, and most reputable lawyers will be familiar with this type of corporate property company transaction. Benefits of corporate ownership for property valued at over $1 million. Due to the various costs involved in a corporation owning a property and the cost of running of a company, properties valued under $1 million are always advised to be kept under private ownership, as it may not be financially feasible for property valued below $1 million to be owned through a corporation. However, there are great benefits of corporate ownership when purchasing property valued over $1 million in Portugal. Corporate ownership benefits. There is no AMT to be paid when the purchased property is owned by a white-listed corporation. Rather, in case of private property purchases, the investor gets to save %6. All capital gains from the profit of a sold property are subjected to where the corporation is domiciled, as capital gains tax is not paid in Portugal on the profit of a sold property through corporate ownership.